free your mind. I don't wanna let you go, no. I love the way you dirty wine.
Got Cuzzo in the building.
Tell me what I gotta do
Austin
to
is
make you
the
mine.
biggest
I don't wanna let you go, no. I don't wanna have me a good time. I don't wanna let you go, no. Girl, I want to free your mind.
I don't wanna let you go, no.
I love
The way you dirty wine.
I don't wanna let you go, no. Tell me what I gotta do to make you
You mine?
I don't wanna make you mine.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Until when? Until when? Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it!
Track.
Hey, hey, hey. You know Austin is the producer, so he belong right here where he at. You need to make sure you watching and getting it right.
It's not hard to choose.
That's it.
There's only one in the world.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey!
Money on it.
I wanna have me a good time.
Step back a bit more. Let him do his thing.
Girl, I want to free your mind. I don't wanna let you go, no. I love the way you dirty wine.
Hey!
See me and Maria on the corner. We're thinking of ways to make it better. In my mailbox is an eviction letter. Somebody just said, see you later.
Oh, the bang, oh mama chula, mama chula. Oh, the bang, oh mama East Coast. Oh, the bang, oh mama chula, mama chula. Oh, the bang.
Maria, Maria.
Yeah.
She remind me of a West Side Story. Baby. I said I'm growing up in Spanish Harlem.
And tell them why,
I said
huh?
she living the life just like a movie star.
Go ahead, Serge.
Maria, Maria.
Baby.
Loving is Stanley.
G&B.
Two sounds of the guitar, yeah.
Go ahead, Michael Bay, where you at, man?
Bring back Carlos Santana.
There's so many women I can choose from, but I only want her. And it's not hard to choose, cause for me there's only one in the world. I wanna have me a good time. I don't wanna let you go, no. Girl, I want to free your mind. I don't wanna let you go, no. I love the way you dirty wine. I don't wanna let you go, no. Tell me what I gotta do to make you mine. I don't wanna let you go, no. Even if I have to dance with you all night, I just wanna hold you tight. And I don't wanna let you out my sight till
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast in association with True Hall of Fame Builds. I am your host, Michael May. We got to talk, people. We got to talk. Boy, oh boy. Shout out to Diddy. I just want to say this as we always start every single stream. All parties that we're speaking about are innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. I'm not on the side of Diddy. I'm not on the side of the prosecution. I'm on the side of the law. Now, I want to dive right in. See, this is the beauty of people that jump in here early. I like to give some real hard gems in the beginning. Why? Because some people, they get upset. Some folks get upset when I have the clock rolling, but it's better for me and for my channel. Y'all guys don't understand that. Everybody has a timer in the beginning of their live streams. But for those that come in the beginning, shout out to you. I want y'all to watch something. Shout out to Willie D. I did not know this. See, Willie dropped this video 21 hours ago. So I had to actually go do my homework and my own research. And he's correct. People, while Diddy's trial is going on, did y'all guys know right across the water in Brooklyn, people, listen, this is the reason why y'all guys come in here nice and early. I like to give out some gems early in the morning. And for those who missed it, they just miss it. You gotta watch it on the playback. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Isn't it funny? There was 2 RICO cases going on at the same time. Why weren't they promoting it? Because I bet you, if Diddy's team knew that just across the bridge, there was another RICO case going on, there would have been a compare and contrast. Listen to this, y'all. Shout out to Willie D.
What's up, family?
But this one is correct.
All about the Diddy exploits, the freak-offs. It's a slippery slope. But did you know that as Diddy was being tried, so were 2 Jewish women for similar offenses? Yeah, fam. It went down. They were actually found guilty in a Brooklyn federal court. A federal jury convicted Nicole Dadon, the founder and former chief executive officer of One Taste Inc., a sexual wellness education company, and Rachel Cherix, the company's former head of sales, of forced labor, conspiracy in connection with their coercive scheme to obtain the labor and services of certain One Taste employees. To achieve their goal, check out what they did, fam. The defendants and their co-conspirators subjected the victims to economic, sexual, emotional, financial, and psychological abuse, as well as surveillance and...
Are you listening? People, while Diddy's trial was going on, this was happening right across the bridge in Brooklyn. They ended up being guilty. People, this happened while Diddy's trial is going on. People, why aren't you listening to me? Why aren't you listening to me? Hit the like button. I'm going to say this again. I told you, this is not about Diddy. This is about taking down powerful men. I told y'all, this was not about Diddy. Because if it was about Diddy, and it was about justice, and it was about the law, why haven't we heard about this case while Diddy's case was going on? Why haven't they heard about this case while Diddy's case was going on? I'm going to say this again. And these are two women under the same RICO Act that Diddy's being charged for. Why? Because this is about tearing down powerful men. Here's the thing. They found them guilty. They were really running a racketeering. I promise you this. If they were promoting this on the news at the same time, I promise you, listen, 10 times out of 10, Diddy's lawyers would have been like, but right across the way, there is another case that's really RICO. It's really RICO. And they got, let's compare and contrast. If the lawyers would have compared and contrast both sides, both cases, Diddy would be home right now, eating a burger right now. Diddy would be home right now, eating a burger. But let's keep listening, y'all. So, like I said, just because I hear somebody say something, I got to do my own homework. And I said, I want to see if this is true. And this is true, y'all. Now, it may also be that there are two, you heard the ethnicity, maybe because it was two, women. This is the reason why they also suppressed this. But listen.
Indoctrination and intimidation. The verdict was returned after a 5-week trial before United States District Judge Diane Gujarati. If convicted, both women face up to 20 years in prison. And why hadn't we heard about this? I get it. Diddy's a big-time celebrity. But this is a big-time case, y'all.
Right.
2 women getting hit with federal charges of indoctrinating their employees for sex, coercion, intimidation. 2 Jewish women. Y'all know this is a big case. They swept this case under the rug on purpose. And this is once again, family, why I do not trust the media. Because the media knew about this case and they said nothing of it.
People, I'm going to say this again. You're going to hear me say this until Diddy walks free. Hear me. This is not about Diddy. The reason why they didn't promote this story, people, if these people have these big organizations, NBC, CNBC, CNN, NBA, NFL, whatever, if they have these big TV organizations, their job is to report the news. People, this is why I say I am needed. I am needed. I have to bring balance because we know Main Street media is not going to show this. So now there was a whole RICO case happening with 2 women across the bridge in Brooklyn. They were found guilty. Why haven't we heard about this? Simultaneously at the same time that Diddy's on trial. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
They kept it low pro. It's going on at the time, or it was going on at the same time Diddy trial was going on. Yeah, they reached a verdict.
But it's women. And then I keep telling y'all guys, if you really pay attention, then all of the prosecutors on Diddy's trial are women. People, if you don't think that there is some form of bias happening here, he said the state must have had that crazy proof, because if, listen,
of guilty. While Diddy was on trial, they knew this would have been a case that people would draw comparisons to.
see?
They knew, and they purposely kept it out of the spotlight.
Yep.
Because they didn't want any more attention
Influence.
on those women than was already put on them. Boy, it's a cold game out here, man. This is a cold-blooded game. These women had a real sex enterprise.
Right.
Family. They're so cold-blooded with it. They were so cold-blooded with it. Netflix did a documentary about them, Orgasm Inc. The story of one taste.
Can't go? Do this to clear out
Yo.
stuck poop fast. On June 17th,
I'm gonna have to
in
watch that
2019,
story.
My mom.
They got all.
People, I'm only 17 minutes into this stream. Hear me. This is why I tell y'all. But for those that jump in my stream early, I like to give away some gems. Cause most people would be on in like 30 to 40 minute mark. So those, listen, y'all. I'm gonna take a look at this series. Turn on notifications, y'all. Turn on notifications. Cause I told you guys yesterday, I did not know that the algorithm changed again. I did not know YouTube changed the algorithm again. People, if y'all know I stream multiple times a day. After my third time streaming, you will no longer get the notification. Only time you will know is if you open up your YouTube and you see I'm going, then you could jump in. I get it. YouTube is trying to give other users of this platform an opportunity to push the information. So pretty much, if I want to do 7 streams a day, I get penalized. I get penalized because I'm working harder than other content creators, which is crazy. I get penalized because I want to stream 7 times a day for you guys. That I know it sounds crazy. I gotta turn on notifications so that way, even if after my 3rd stream, if you just open up a YouTube app and you see it, it'll show you that I'm on immediately. The first thing you'll see is, hey, he's on. The notifications just won't go out after the 3rd stream. So please turn on notifications. People, I'm gonna take a look at this documentary.
A whole
Crazy.
documentary out there. I know Diddy got a few himself, but
Hit the like
come
button,
on,
y'all. Hit
fam.
the like button.
Women, 2 women. Orgasm Inc. That's not headline news.
Well, I'm pretty sure Diddy's team was so focused on this situation day and night.
I don't care
So-
who's on trial. That's headline news. But they kept it from us. The media. I do not trust mainstream media. This is why it's so important to support independent media.
Yep.
And this is why I do it. I mean, I'm in it. I'm part of independent media. But this is why I'm such a great supporter and proponent for independent media. Because
Now, I'm not fully into independent media. I am working my way towards that way. Like, I'm always going to do my gaming content. I'm always going to do like man talk. But I am going to also report on things that are happening. This is why I need y'all guys turn on your notifications. So even whenever I release videos, that guys can get it. Today I'm dropping a video called The Power of Being Broke. Why everybody should be broke at least once. And I mean broke, like really broke. And it's going to be an interesting take. I want y'all guys to get ready for that video. It's going to be a really good. So it's based on this book that I'm reading. I've dived into this book as a recent. I'm getting back to reading more books. But yeah, The Power of Being Broke. Just get ready for that video. Turn on notifications because it's gonna be a good one. But let's get back to the Diddy trial. People, I'm telling you, the reason why I know they were not promoting this case on TV because they didn't want people. See, listen, isn't it funny? Watch this. Y'all think I'm lying? Watch this. Hold up. You think I'm lying? During Diddy's trial, you learned that Tyler Perry had a lawsuit. You learned that Fat Joe had a lawsuit. Why didn't you learn that there were 2 women in court? Because this is about taking down men. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. Y'all don't want to believe me. You don't want to believe me. This is the problem. You don't want to believe me. You don't want to believe me. Y'all think what I'm saying is just bullshit and I'm fabricating a story. You found out during the Diddy trial, Tyler Perry's lawsuit and Fat Joe's lawsuit, but you didn't hear about these women who were guilty, a guilty verdict while Diddy's trial is going on. Because this is about men. They want to tear down powerful men. If you don't like it, that's why shout out to Diddy's team. Shout out to Diddy's team for saying this is a manhunt. Now we're going to get into some more of that. Shout out to Diddy's team for saying, yo, this is a manhunt. This is a manhunt. They just trying to take down another powerful man. That's exactly what this is. But look, there's a guilty verdict in Brooklyn, but they didn't tell you that. You're right. You're right. I want to get into this, y'all. Listen to this, y'all. Please pay attention.
For more on this, let's bring in defense attorney and prosecutor Joshua Ritter and Donna Rotundo, criminal defense attorney. Every time we do this story, I feel like I need to have a shower afterwards. But the question is, and Donna, why don't you start us here? Did the prosecution prove its case? It's clear that there was abusive, perverted, and disgusting things happening. But he's charged with racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges. Did the prosecution prove that?
I think that racketeering charge is going to be difficult for them. It's difficult for most juries. It's hard to understand. I think that there was enough holes poked by the defense to say it's possible that they are not going to come back with a guilty on that racketeering. I also think the prosecutors made a grave error in dismissing counts yesterday before the case goes to the jury. I think it opens up the defense to make lots of arguments as to why, and if they couldn't prove some elements, maybe they can't prove others.
All right.
People, hear me. People, I get it. Some of y'all don't like that. It may seem like I'm pro Diddy. People, I am not pro Diddy. I want to be clear. And I've taken this stance this entire trial. If you've listened to me this entire trial, I have been neutral this entire time. I've never chosen Diddy's side. I've never chosen the prosecution side. I'm on the side of the law. And I just couldn't see it. And I called it day 2 of the trial. I said, this is not about Diddy. People, you have a woman here on TV saying they didn't prove it. It's very hard to prove racketeering. Yes, this is bigger than Diddy. People, hear me. They wanted, listen, y'all, please just bear with me. They wanted to take down Diddy so Diddy would be the example. They wanted Diddy to be the example. People, if Diddy is found guilty, all of us, men, we are all in trouble. And today, I'm going to do a live stream a little later on this afternoon. Turn on notifications, y'all. I already told y'all the new algorithm in YouTube. Turn on the notifications, y'all. I'm going to keep on saying this. Turn on the notification because I'm going to do a live stream today. I'm going to do a live stream today showing you guys why I have been saying this for the longest time. People, dating stems from prostitution. Dating stems from S work. People, I've been showing you this. there is a reason why there is a plethora. There are hundreds of thousands of women all over this country, the Western world, saying, why aren't men approaching women? Why aren't this? Why aren't they that? Where are the men? Where did the men go? People, I'm going to do a live stream today. I'm going to do a whole video on one. I don't even have to bring the facts because I already did a whole video showing you that. But later on, when I do it, saying, because there's something called reciprocity. If you guys don't know what it is, you're going to find out what it is later on. People, back in the day, dating used to have one major element. It's called reciprocity. Today's dating doesn't have that. That does not exist in today's dating. This is the reason why it's so confusing. And I have the perfect video to show you guys. I'm going to do a live stream a little bit later. He said, we got to stop sleeping. Keep cooking, my boy. I appreciate that. Now, back to this Diddy situation, right? I want you to understand something. If they can tear down Diddy, that means every company in the world is subject. And now, I know y'all guys are seeing it. Y'all guys are hearing more and more content creators saying things like, oh, every company is partaking in RICO. Every company is, you see, because now they're saying it. Because I had to, people, nobody broke it down. Nobody broke it down the way I broke it down. But it's okay for other content creators to watch me. I watch you. But it's also okay to be like, yo, you know what? I'm watching this video. This guy, True Hall of Fame, Michael May, he says something and it made total sense. Because now you're hearing people saying exactly what I'm saying. But let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's keep listening.
Let's go to what you just talked about there. The prosecutors streamlined the jury instructions. What they did was they removed instructions on the charge related to attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. But a former federal prosecutor, Nima Rahmani, says the following: there are no charges that are being dropped. The prosecution's legal theories are essentially the same. The government is no longer pursuing the attempted kidnapping and attempted arson as predicate acts for racketeering. The government is arguing that Combs sex trafficked the victims, not that he aided and abetted others to do so. They're simplifying the charges for the jury. This really doesn't change anything. Joshua, to that you say what?
I tend to agree. Listen, it's not entirely unheard of to dismiss charges before you go to deliberation, before you make arguments to a jury. But I wouldn't say that it's common. But if it is to streamline the case, if it is to simplify things for the jury, then that's a very good strategy, because the last thing you want is jurors struggling over counts that might be more difficult for them to understand and get their heads wrapped around and get caught up on that and maybe perhaps confused by everything. If you go to them with your stronger counts, the things that you feel like you've proved emphatically, then maybe that overall has a holistic effect on the case and making it stronger for them.
Criminal defense attorney Eric Faddis, Donna, agrees with you. Here's what he told Fox News Digital, quote, this move by the prosecution significantly limits the underlying crimes the jury can consider in deciding if Diddy is guilty of RICO, thereby reducing the scope of the RICO charge and the case more generally. All things considered, I think it makes it less likely that Diddy will be found guilty of RICO. I mean, when you go over this trial, and it's just been weeks and weeks of things that just make your skin crawl, the defense is saying, look, might make your skin crawl, but it was consensual. That the fact that they've now removed the jury instructions on these three charges, does that leave us all with a huge ick factor? That maybe not with a unanimous verdict by the jury?
I think it does. I think what happens is it opens up this question as to, if they couldn't prove these predicate elements, why bring them up? And I think it makes the prosecution look sloppy. And whether or not they wanted to streamline the instructions, if they thought that they had met those elements of those predicate offenses, I can promise you they would have moved forward. I am no Diddy apologist, but I absolutely believe in one's right to a fair trial. And I don't think when you put this information out in front of a jury and then don't let them consider it, but you've put out the fact that he's committed arson, you put out the fact that he's kidnapped an assistant, and then you say, oh, you know what, you don't have to worry about that now. I think that's extremely prejudicial.
Shout out to this woman. You see, it takes balls to be a woman and say what she just said. It would be extremely prejudicial. People, you mean to tell me we had to listen to all these freak offs? We had to listen to the text messages. Y'all reading all this. We had to hear about the baby oil. We had to hear about the Tootsie Roll. We had to hear about all the schlongs all these chicks took. And now you're saying, you know what? Let's forget about that. People, you cannot do that. People, once you can't say disregard that. It was already said. It was already said. People, this is horrible. And when it happened, when it happened last week, when they was sitting here, people, this is why I told y'all, I like to wait till all the dust settles to then report on the Diddy situation. So Friday, everybody was talking. Saturday, everybody was talking. I said, bang, I'm gonna come out on Sunday. Hear me. So the first thing I guys heard was there was another RICO case going on in Brooklyn while Diddy's trial is going on in Manhattan. There was a case in Brooklyn where two women were found guilty. It wasn't promoted. People, I'm going to say this again. I stand on what I'm saying. I was the only person saying this from day 2 of the trial. When the trial started, I said, this is not about Diddy. This is about tearing down powerful men. People, and I've been saying this from the beginning. You could check it. I've been saying it from the beginning. This trial is going to make men scared to become powerful men. This trial will make men scared to be enthusiastic, to want to go get the money, become powerful, have influence, because this could happen to you if it happens to Diddy. Now, we're going to continue listening to this because this is some good stuff. But yes, if you're going to sit here and try to remove all of these elements and you still want him to be found guilty, that's prejudicial. Y'all not understanding what I've been saying since day 2. People, there is no other content creator that was saying this. There is not one. There is not. People, on day 2, I was screaming, this is not about Diddy. Because the minute the terms came out, people, listen to me. The minute the terms came out on week 4 of what they were using for RICO, that same day Tyler Perry's lawsuit came out, 2 days later, Fat Joe's lawsuit came out. People, I want you to understand, this is about tearing down men. This is the only reason why I said I'm not on Diddy's side. I'm not on the side of the law. But I am on the side of what's right. And like she just said, she has to be on the side of what's right. She ain't a Diddy lover, but she has to be on the side of what's right. Yeah, this is way bigger than what we think. Facts.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at the video from 2016, that awful video of Diddy beating up his then girlfriend, I mean, that would seem to suggest that a battery charge might have been something that would be easy to file, but I assume that the statute of limitations would run out on that. And besides the prosecution.
And here's the thing, y'all. The limitations did run out. it did run out. People, I want you to understand the reason why they needed Jane Doe, because they thought that Jane Doe's testimony was going to be valid enough. People, once you can show one, it allows you to go back as long as you need to. But because Jane Doe was a bust, if you throw Jane Doe's away, you got to throw Cassie's away.
Keisha was going for bigger fish here.
Shout out to everybody who's subscribing to the channel.
Right.
Thank
the
you.
statute of limitations did run on that. Also,
See?
it's a state charge. It's not a federal charge. And so, they are using that to show
Smokies.
the force and the coercion as part of a criminal enterprise, not necessarily that he was a batterer.
Now, so Josh, how do you think this ends up?
I agree with Donna that the RICO charge is a difficult charge for jurors to understand. Even when it's a strong RICO case, even when it's a traditional RICO case dealing with something like the mafia, here they're trying to help jurors, or they.
Hold up. Key word. Did you hear what he? Hold up. Let's bring it back because you missed it. You didn't hear what he said.
Mafia, here they're trying to help jurors, or they have to help jurors understand how do the. When it's a traditional RICO case dealing with something like the mafia, here they're trying to help jurors, or they have to help jurors understand how.
Traditional people. This is more proof. I'm going to say this again for those in the back who can't hear me. A traditional RICO case would be like bringing down the mob. People, we live in a time where everything is hijacked. Please listen. We call men, we say, oh, you're a misogynist. Women call men, they don't even know what the word means. Women don't even know how to properly use the word misogynist in a proper sentence towards a man. Yet they use it. People, that's like when you playing 2K and somebody says, I dropped you off. Hear me. People, a drop off means that win or lose, I was guarding you and you dropped me off. That means I couldn't stop you at all. That's a drop off. Just if you have 0 points but your team won, you didn't drop me off. You see, words have been hijacked. Different phrases have been hijacked. And this is what it was. They were trying to manipulate RICO and try to make it unorthodox for Diddy. But hear me, a RICO case, that means people, somebody else has to go down. Somebody else, you can't pardon every single person a part of Combs Enterprises of Bad Boy and say, we're gonna forgive everybody. We just need everybody to lie so we can just get Diddy. That's not how RICO works. It does not work like that. This is crazy.
Do the private acts of one individual, his selfish acts, his need for power, his sexual desires, how do those all play a part in a criminal enterprise? Meaning not just him and not just his own personal desires, but an overall criminal enterprise. I'm not saying that the elements do not fit. It's just it's going to take some creative arguments on the part of the prosecution to help jurors understand.
Hold up. Yeah, I missed it.
Not just him and not just his own personal desires, but an overall criminal enterprise. I'm not a case dealing with something like the mafia. Here, they're trying to help jurors, or they have to help jurors understand how do the private acts of one individual, his selfish acts, his need for power, his sexual desires, how do those jurors, or they have to help jurors understand how do the private acts of one individual, his selfish acts, his need for power, his sexual desires, private acts of one individual, his selfish acts, his need for power, his how do the private acts of one individual, his selfish acts, his need for power, his sexual desires, how do those all play a part in a criminal enterprise?
Ricky. Y'all heard it? I did the Diddy remix for you. I brought it back. Take that. People, listen. Personal, his personal acts. How can you fit somebody's personal life and try to conform it and throw it under a RICO? You can't do it. Then they said his desire of power. People, people, all right, fellas, if you in the chat, if you seen Scarface, put a 2 in the chat. If you seen Scarface, put a 2 in the chat. If you ever seen 007 when you were younger, put a 2 in the chat. If you ever seen Shaft, put a 2 in the chat. If you ever seen Paid in Full, put a 2 in the chat. If you ever seen Wall Street, put a 2 in the chat. If you ever seen, do you see how easy this is? Men were raised around the idea of gaining power. What do they say? First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the respect. This is how we were raised. Every man wants money, power, respect. So now they're trying to make you a criminal because money, power, respect is what you desire. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I want to dive into this real fast. I told y'all today I'm not trying to keep y'all long. We're gonna get through this. Shout out to the big dog Trent. Shout out to Trent, man.
Diddy probably doesn't stand a chance because of how technically sound their presentation was yesterday. As you see more people, everybody's here, by the way, waiting for Diddy's family. That's that black car and the SUVs around. That's why the police now have taken on the street here. It goes down the line. It's
Diddy's family was coming out.
Can I have my spot back now? All right, I'm coming. ABC stole my spot, yo. ABC stole my spot. Anyways, so I told you on the live this morning, don't worry, I'm gonna stay with you guys for a while, okay? Like it's Friday, the trial is officially over, I am tired, I'm on like 3 coffees, but yo, I love the law. I just love, oh, look at this. They're going crazy for somebody, somebody's coming out. Oh, that's Diddy's kids right there. There you go, there's Quincy.
Look at the media.
Justin,
look at the media.
There's Christian. Diddy's mom is gonna probably come out soon. There's Torre from MTV. Yo.
I hope Diddy walks right out that front door right there. I hope Diddy want to come outside. I want Diddy to talk to all the press. Listen, Diddy, if you listening to me, man, I want you to open the door. What I want Diddy to say is, I'm free. Diddy, so tell us about the I'm free. Diddy, I'm free. I want Diddy to go home. I want him to fly his barber in for that $400 haircut. I want him to dye his beard. I want him to get his beard right. I want him to get his beard game right. I want him to get that good old shape up. You know what I'm saying? I want Diddy to be like, take that, take that. I want him to put his do-rag on. I want him to get his shit straight. And I'm telling y'all, for everybody that knows me, I told y'all, I'm gonna fight to get an interview with Diddy. Listen. I'm gonna fight to get an interview with Diddy. For y'all. I'm gonna do this for y'all. It is what it is. Let's keep going.
I'm telling you, also the reason why people are going so crazy is the Diddy supporters have hope today. The Diddy supporters have hope. And you know there's a lot of Diddy supporters out here. I know there's some Diddy supporters in my comments. Look at people saying, Diddy is acquitted, free Diddy, free Diddy, free Diddy, Diddy not guilty. He has amassed for the past couple of weeks a lot of supporters.
Listen, you said he's doing 10 years. Listen, I said it. Diddy should take a deal. I said it. Yo, give me 5 years. I've been in here locked up already. I'll do 2 more months. I'll go free on good behavior. You have your flesh. But if I told y'all, if Diddy walks, they're not gonna let Diddy rest. Diddy can't make no mistake. I'm trying to tell y'all. But people, I told y'all, Diddy's better off just taking a deal, 5 years, let off on 18 months with good behavior. He would already be let go in a couple of months. I told y'all, because if he just walks, they're never gonna let him sleep. They're never gonna let him sleep. Diddy will never see the nighttime. Diddy will never see the sun go down. Cause even at nighttime, they're gonna be outside flashing lights on his house to let him know that they outside. I'm trying to tell you, B. Diddy not gonna be able to sleep.
This trial, or even a couple of months ago, there was not a lot of Diddy supporters. You didn't find a lot of people that were on Diddy's side. As the weeks went on, as the process.
Now, he did say something I want y'all to hear. In the beginning, there wasn't a lot of Diddy support. I was here. Even though I'm not on the side of Diddy because I'm on the side of the law, I had to support Diddy because I can't sit here and watch somebody like Diddy get railroaded. That's what you heard me say from day one. I didn't really have much to say. I was listening to Cassie talk. Day 2, I was like, this is a manhunt. This is a manhunt. Of course, they trying to make an example out of Diddy. They trying their best. Why? And I told you, shout out to Boozy. Anybody who know Boozy, tell Boozy I said shout out to Boozy. Boozy was the first person who came out and said, y'all trying to get Diddy on the Mann Act? He said, man, we all guilty. Man, we all going to jail then. We all gonna get locked up. Boozy was the first one. Boozy was like, nigga, I'm Boozy. I ain't got no time to be fucking. He said, I'll fly all these bitches out. I respect the man. Hear me, y'all. I respect any man. It don't matter what skin complexion. I respect any man that understands the situation that they trying to put Diddy in. They trying to corner him with some bullshit. So with a minute, day 2, I automatically said, I understood I'm on the side of the law, but the law tells me to go with Diddy. Even though I'm not on his side. If this was a DV case, lock him up. He was wrong. And mind you, him being in there, what you're gonna get, a year or 2 years, a misdemeanor, because DV, since it would have been Diddy's first time reported, the defense is right. It would have been a misdemeanor. So Diddy probably would have walked anyway. But nonetheless, at least now it'll be on the books. Feel what I'm saying? But let's keep rocking and rolling.
Prosecution laid out their case, and as the defense put holes in the defense and the prosecution, as
So I think that the reason why I waited till Sunday to speak about this is because tomorrow, I think the judge is actually gonna speak to the jurors, and they're gonna start deciding. Listen, man, Diddy should be home on 4th of July having a burger. And Diddy, listen to me, Diddy. If you listening to me, Diddy, listen to me. Fuck the filet mignon and fuck the Salt Bae. Fuck the you wanna sip tea with your pinky like this. Listen to me. If any of the Combs Enterprises boys is listening to me, if any of Diddy's boys is listening to me, if his lawyers are listening to me, you know what? Let me tag them because I need them to understand. I need y'all to get this word to Diddy. We need to get the word to Diddy. Hold up. Here we go. I want to just tag him real quick. Hear me. Diddy, when you come home for 4th of July, if all prevails, It ain't time for you to fucking. There's no forks and no knives. I want somebody to make you a nice double stack burger, skirt. You want it to be a skirt burger. You want it to be like medium well. You want the inside to be like a beige, not red, beige, but you want it to be skirt. You want the cheese to be dripping on the side. Put whatever you want to put on it. I'm not really a everything kind of guy. I'm more of like a just cheese and onions. That's kind of, man, a little ketchup. Hear me. I want you to grab that burger. Listen, Diddy, look at me. When you eat the burger, let the juice just drip down your arm. Fuck it. Like, lick that shit. Listen, Diddy, you're free. Enjoy. Stop putting such restraints. Eat the burger. It drips down your beard. Like, enjoy not having to have none of that food in there. Diddy, you don't need fucking Moet. Go have a grape soda. You from New York City. Go have a fucking slice. Go get the grape soda. Fuck that. We're gonna get ghetto. Go get the grape top pop. Get the top pop. Get the hood project version, the top pop. Right? Where you pop them in the top and the suds is blue. It ain't even purple. Diddy, enjoy when you get out. Stop making yourself feel like everything gotta be so. Enjoy your shit. Go have you some French fries. Put mad salt on that shit. Like, you gotta put some salt. Yeah, see, that's the way I would do it. I'm just saying. My bad, Diddy. My bad. Diddy trying to stay fit. Me, I'm trying to stay fit, but on certain days I'm trying to enjoy myself. My bad, Diddy. My bad, Diddy. My bad, Diddy. My bad, Diddy. My fault. Back to the case.
They turned and flipped some of the prosecution's witnesses to defense witnesses.
Right.
As Mark Agnifilo and the rest of the team said, we're going to put on a case for 3 weeks.
You got to enjoy life.
2 weeks, then 1 week. It was clear that the defense felt like they didn't even need to put on any witnesses.
He said, get the coldest glass. Diddy got to get, listen, and when Diddy drink the water, listen, he got to get the whole cup full of ice. And then you put the water, right? And Diddy got to drink the water with 2 hands. Like, you want the water to spill on you. Like you want the water to spill. Diddy, I want you to enjoy. I want him to drink the water like Smokey did on Friday. How he had the grape soda on his mustache. Like, Diddy, I want him to enjoy being free, bruh. I want you to enjoy being free. I want him to enjoy being free. Straight up.
It's clear that
Facts.
the defense flipped some of the prosecution's witness, although it being risky, not putting on their own witnesses.
I want y'all to hear this.
As the days went on, it was clear that the defense, Mark Agnifilo, Tenny Garagos, the whole team felt, there was enough holes in here that if we put on a strong, decisive closing argument, that we could have our client, Sean Diddy Combs, walk away from this. I said it was bold. I said it was risky. Today I told you they have a small window, and I'm not saying that he's going to go home. All I'm saying is that Mark Agnifilo went through that window.
Do you need a loan for your business? Well, if you've been around for over a year, I'm about to show you how to get up to $3 million.
Aggressively. And then he went in the house and he kicked all the doors down. He has left the windows open, the doors open, and now it's up to the jury. It was a masterclass in closing arguments. I'm telling you right now, Mark Agnifilo's closing arguments will be studied in legal rooms. I'm guaranteeing you that. There'll be legal professors tomorrow morning, or not tomorrow morning because it's Saturday, Monday morning, talking to their legal class, going through the transcripts, and pointing out to future lawyers how to do a closing argument. With that being said, Mark did take a lot of risks in the beginning. So much so that in the break, you could tell that his team was like, yo, you might have gone too far. He may have rubbed some people the wrong way, but that, you could tell, was in the brilliance of his closing. You could tell that he wanted to risk it for Diddy. The judge warned him 2 times. And by the way, I have a bunch of pages.
So yes, hear me. So don't take that the wrong way. The judge did warn Mark several times, but Mark is smart. Hear me. What he did was Mark said what he wanted to say. It doesn't matter if the judge was like, disregard that. Mark was going to say what he wanted to say. He made sure you heard it. And if they told you to disregard it, cool. You still heard what I had to say anyway. Mark was smart. Mark took all of his chips and just pushed it in. That's all he did. He took his chips and pushed it in. Listen, y'all, this is the kind of defense attorney you want. This is the kind of defense attorney you want. Now, I want to say this. So y'all guys already know there was a case going on with 2 women across the water in Brooklyn that were found guilty. And that's the only reason why they were not publicized is because they didn't want you guys to compare and contrast to what was going on between them and over here. There is enough holes in this story, y'all. There is no way that Diddy should be held any longer. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to learn some more. But listen, y'all, please turn on your notifications, y'all. Remember, after I do 3 live streams, you won't get no more notifications. That's the new YouTube thing. You don't get, so if I stream 7 times in a day to bring you guys more content, you will not get it. But still turn on notification. I'm dropping a video today on this book, y'all. Listen. I'm dropping a video. Stay tuned for it. Why you should be broke at least once in your life. Listen, this book, if you never read this book is incredible. Incredible. I want you guys to understand something. I'm dropping that video, and later on, midday, I'm going to do a stream speaking about and showing more proof as to why men are so confused in today's dating time, because reciprocity is no longer a part of dating. It has been removed, and dating is stemmed from prostitution. And I'm going to show you guys later on. We're going to have a whole stream, and if anything, I might try to bring some of y'all up, because I want to start bringing y'all up, especially with today's topic. I want to bring up some women, because I'm hoping that some women will argue with me, and they wouldn't agree with me, even though I think that they will agree with me, but I'm hoping that they wouldn't agree, so we can have a back and forth and a dialogue. But listen, I see y'all later. Y'all already know I'm streaming some more 2K a little later on. Y'all already know what time it is, man. True Hall of Fame Bills. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing up, showing out, showing love. I see you on the next one. Thank you for all the subscribers. Turn on notifications. I see y'all shortly. Ya tú sabes? Wepa. We out of here.